Hello and welcome, this is Xuxo speaking. Some guilds asked me to make a movie about how I am healing as a resto druid, so here we go. In this movie I want to talk about three things: mana management, add-ons, and the difference between healing touch and regrowth. First of all, mana management. You have few things where you have to keep an eye on during a fight, and one of those is innervate. I'm using innervate pretty early in the fight. Reason why I'm doing this is because I can use it more often. I can use it 3, sometimes even 4 times in a fight. So it's more beneficial for your mana. Second thing where you have to keep an eye on is your harmony. Keep your harmony always on. If you don't do that, your heals over time will do less healing, you have to heal more, you have to waste more mana. The spell where I'm using, what I'm using is mostly to keep my harmony up is Nourish. Nourish doesn't cost anything, it gives you even mana back if you are casting Nourish. What I'm doing when there isn't a lot of raid damage going on, putting my life blooms on the tank, of course, like always, rejuvenation, and I'm trying to keep them healed up with Nourish. When I'm having a clear cast, I'm using regrowth, but that is something I will talk later on in the video, why I'm using regrowth. And then second, where you have to keep an eye on, if you are using your swiftment, what I'm doing is I'm using my swiftment most of the time only on myself or on a tank if it's really necessary to get that big heal on the tank. The reason why I'm using it on myself is you can position yourself in the way that everyone is in that healing circle that it drops. In this movie later on you will see that I use my swiftment on another person that wasn't properly stacked in the group, so half of the group wasn't in that healing circle. Then I'm also using Nature Swift in my talent tree. The reason why I'm using Nature Swift is it gives you an insta spell. It's only 1 minute cooldown, so you can use it pretty much in a fight. You can use it a lot of times, in my opinion. It used to be 3 minutes, with 1 minute it's really useful. What I'm doing is I'm using it together with healing touch. As you can see in this movie, sometimes my healing touch crits then for 200k. And also something you have to keep an eye on and to get your mana management better is tranquility and tree form. Use your tranquility, really, you have those cooldowns to use it, so use them. Use your tranquility when there is shitload of raid damage going on. Of course, communicate with your other healer that he isn't using a big healing cooldown at the same time, because that's a waste, of course. But try to use it as often as possible. And tree form is a bit the same. Use it, but tree form is also slightly different than tranquility. Tree form, use it when there is big raid damage going on, or if you are low on mana. If you are low on mana, what I'm doing in tree form is I'm putting life blooms on everyone in the raid, so I get more clear casts. In tree form, you know, if you have a clear cast, your regrowth is an insta heal, so you can top up a lot of people on a short time and with almost spending 0 mana. Then add-ons. As you can see, I'm using Voodoo to keep an eye on the raid, and next to my Voodoo and below my Voodoo is Tell Me When add-on. This is an add-on that can track anything you want to track with it. You can see at the left down of my Voodoo, you can see my harmony going there, and all the others are spell cooldowns at the right side. Once the spell is off cooldown, it pops up and I know I can reuse it again. This is something I really say that you have to do, have to use something like this. That doesn't necessarily have to be Tell Me When, but try to use it. Try to find also a good spot on your screen where you can put your Voodoo and those cooldown trackers. For me personally, in the middle of my screen where it is now on this video is really nice, because I can see where I'm standing. At the same time I can keep an eye on the raid, and at the same time I can keep an eye on my cooldowns. So yeah, you have to find something out for yourself that is suitable for you. where you feel best in. Some people say, oh, this is too much in my way of my view, I can't see what I want to see. So this is something that you personally have to find out. Then the difference between Healing Touch and Nourish. Nourish is a spell that crits very, very much. Healing Touch is a spell that almost never crits, or only. For example, let's say do 10 Nourish, 10 regrowths, I'm sorry, I'm talking about regrowth and Healing Touch. Do 10 regrowths in a row, and it will crit 8, even 9 times. Do 10 Healing Touches in a row, and it will crit once, maybe twice, in those 10 in the 10 times you are using it. So when you have a clear cast, I'm using regrowth. Most guides are saying you have to use Healing Touch or try to use Healing Touch. That's a big no-go for me. That is one of the reasons regrowth is critting more. The second reason is, well, first of all, I'm gonna say something else about this regrowth. Regrowth is critting more, and if a regrowth crits, it's doing a bigger heal than Healing Touch that doesn't crit. So that's more why I'm using it. Then the second reason why I'm using regrowth is because the cast time is lower than a Healing Touch. And the third time why I'm using it, if a person is below 50% of that health, the hot that it leaves behind is increased by 50% of his time. So it helps you a little bit. In my opinion, it's better than Healing Touch. That's why I'm using it. So this was mostly it what I wanted to say to you guys and girls about healing as a resto druid. Hope you enjoy it. If you have more questions, feel free to ask me. Enjoy the movie. As you can see, people are dying here, but we had to kill anyway. So who gives a shit? Nobody important died. Have fun and peace out.